Back in December 2017, during my wrap-up of the gaming news stories for that year, I had this throwaway line on the burgeoning Battle Royale genre. Shooty McShootyface has popularized a new genre in the Battle Royale shooter. So of course imitators are starting to pop up, most notably Battle Royale modes in Grand Theft Auto Online, a game you never would have thought of as being so reactionary, and Fortnite, a game you never would have thought of 2017. Boy, howdy that joke has aged well, like a fine Moe branded fidget spinner. 9 months since we aired that story, Fortnite has become the biggest game out there. It has amassed over 125 million players. It has toppled League of Legends as the most popular game on Twitch, and it has caused a spike in misspellings of the alternative word for 2 weeks. So, in order to stay relevant with the youth and fellow kids out there, here I am with an obligatory Fortnite video, giving you our top 5 Fortnite dabbing fails. How are they different from a normal dabbing fail? I don't even know. After all, this game is truly a cultural juggernaut. Even the mainstream media has had to sit up and pay attention.
Fortnite is everywhere, and if you've been playing the game for a while now, it can be tricky to play with someone who's new.
With millions of users, from kids to even celebrities like Chance the Rapper, Joe Jonas, and Steelers wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster caught up in the craze.
I'd mocked that last story, but those kids can still dance so much better than me. How do they dance without a dance mat and arrows? Ugh. Now, most of these stories assume that their audience is confused but intrigued by Fortnite. However, Australia's Channel 7 isn't interested in any of that. Instead, they deliver this.
They're the gaming apps kids can't get enough of, Roblox and Fortnite, and they're being infiltrated by pedophiles.
They allow people to communicate with each other. So the problem is the young people don't know who they're communicating with.
Yeah. And this is a common theme in Seven's coverage of Fortnite. Despite having the 6 PM bulletin, 4 PM bulletin, 11:30 AM bulletin, Sunrise, the morning show, the daily edition, Sunday nights, and My Kitchen News Rules, the only show to combine investigative journalism with kitchen shouting, I couldn't find a single positive or even expository news item on that game. Instead,
a supplement designed to keep you energised and focused for hours on end. The tubs are readily available online, and with addictive games like Fortnite taking hold, some gamers are staying up all night to play.
Experts at the Centre for Neurobiological Treatment of Addiction say the clever graphics and prizes make Fortnite the perfect storm.
It stimulates the brain, there are intermittent rewards, treasure chests. It's like multiple small hits of cocaine all happening and going off in your brain at once.
Although, let's just go back to that story on addiction for a second.
Treatment of addiction say the clever graphics and prizes make...
They're making the kid addicted to Fortnite play more Fortnite. What are you doing, Seven? Yes, what are you doing, Seven? And indeed, why are you doing? Maybe Channel 7 is just jealous that kids and sports players are doing Fortnite dances when 7 so badly wants to be the dance boss. Maybe 7 is concerned that parents will be spending money on microtransactions for their kids instead of blowing that money into entering the cash cow at 55 cents per entry, otherwise known as a moo cow transaction. Patent pending New Game Plus 2018. If you want a piece of that, 7, and I know you do, get in touch. But really, it speaks to this network's cynicism. Its news coverage, not just Fortnite, but for most of its stories, is more interested in riling viewers up, instilling them with outrage, anger, and fear. Now, by the way, just imagine how outraged 7 will be when they discover that those African youths also play Fortnite. Indeed, the channel thrives on emotionally manipulating its viewers because when you're in an emotional state, you're more likely to act on impulse and maybe buy that product that's currently being advertised. And here's the worst part. It's clearly working. Channel 7 is the highest rating network on Australian TV. And with the average viewer already being old and set in their ways, we've got a terrible race for the bottom in our hands. And I may just be targeting Channel 7 here, but the other commercial channels are just as guilty of this. But enough about that. Let's start this obligatory Fortnite video by emulating the 30 million results on Google by talking about the biggest asses in Fortnite. Asses like the people at the Daily Mirror, who on the 31st of June 2018 put on its front page, Fortnite made me a suicidal drug addict. Now, as real and as serious as an attempted suicide is, this is also a case study in how not to journalism. An article by Eurogamer revealed that to get this story, its author, Matthew Barbour, seen here about to do some undercover reporting into the world of esports, made a call out via media relation company Response Source, urgently seeking a family with a Fortnite addicted child. He went so far as to offer a £300 fee for the story. By the way, £300 can buy you exactly 75 dab emotes. Now, this isn't the first time that Barbour has gotten the wallet out in order to slander a video game. He previously offered a £100 fee to anyone that could describe the potentially negative effects of Pokemon Go. This is blatant and repeated checkbook journalism. If you can't see why this is a bad thing, let me pay you $100 to change your mind. But we don't have that kind of money here because community TV. So how about $2 and an empty fantail wrapper instead? These are just more examples of the continued use of video games as the punching bags of tabloid press. And sadly, we're going to continue to see this cycle repeat. If you want to break this chain, however, do your best to reward proper reporting. But enough media sad boys, let's get to this obligatory Fortnite video. I'm being told that we've run out of time. Oh well, was it worth shoehorning Fortnite into this mini lecture on media ethics? Probably. Did I just do the very thing that I've been criticizing for the past 5 or so minutes? That's the joke. Does this make me as bad as the tabloid press? Well, that's debatable. And that is everything that has happened in the world ever.